Hi there, my name is Lorenzo Labrija. That's Labrija, like laughing at the end. I'm the creator of Ethan's Parables, and I'll be your guide during this informative tour behind the scenes, where we'll show you how we make Ethan's Parables a reality. But first, a question I get a lot. How did I come up with Ethan? Well, the best answer is that Ethan is a little part of me and probably a little part of you. He's that part that wonders about God and how we can best live out our faith in our daily lives. And here's a little known fact. Ethan was created while I was in a parking lot in my car right before a meeting. Yes, the Lord does work in mysterious ways. Ethan's Parables were originally planned as a series of read-along books, but then we noticed just how much the visual aspect appealed to kids. And so we thought, how can we make this a TV show? You see, when I'd watch the stories with my nieces and nephews, I would reference the message to them in between the chapters. And then we thought, hey, let's just do the same for all the viewers at home. In the chilly city of Vancouver, Canada, deep within their studio, animators are hard at work on the latest installment of the Ethan's Parables series. So just what goes into making one of the parables? Well, it all started way before the animators got to work, and it started in a much warmer place, many, many miles away in Miami. The first step is to write the stories. Using ideas from myself, the creator of the series, and I live in Miami, the writer, Betty G. Burney, sets off to write inspiring yet fun stories for the series. Betty lives in Los Angeles. You see, Betty has written many other stories for kids. She even wrote for the TV show Madeline and even won an Emmy for her work. Because the stories are biblically based, after Betty's done with her work, then they go off to be checked by a bona fide reverend. In this case, Father David Karen O.P., who, by the way, himself has written stories for kids. He checks out the stories to make sure that they are true to the original version of the Bible. Father Dave's work takes the stories back to Miami. Once the stories are finalized, then it's off to the studio. No, not the animation studio, at least not yet, but the sound studio. This was also done in Miami. After several castings, the actors who play the characters are selected, and then they each record their lines. Each of the actors records his or her lines by themselves. That's right. Even though they may be having a conversation with someone else in the finished story, in the studio, it's just them. Sometimes they can look kind of funny, and even like they're talking to themselves. Let me introduce you to some of the voices for the series. Here we have Ethan's voice. This is young actor Jake Fields. Freddie Stebbins is a very versatile actor. He played many of the characters in our stories, including Goliath. Young Alex Labrija, he's my nephew. He's the voice of Marco. Once all the audio is recorded, it's the job of the audio editor and producer to make sure it all sounds just great. In this case, it was a job well done by Elmo Lugo, who also ended up directing our TV version. So at this point, many weeks after the project first began, the audio portion of the books, or the parables, are ready. Now, it's back to Canada, where the animators get their chance to go to work. In our case, we had the great animators at Atomic Cartoons who helped us draw Ethan's Parables. Once they get the script and sound files, they draw what are called character development series. This means that they draw early stages of what they think the characters might look like. Here's the first drawing of Amber. And here's the first drawing of little Ethan. As you can see, not many changes came about. After we have the characters, the animators draw what are called storyboards. This means that they draw what will become all the scenes in the parable, but in small picture format. From the storyboards, then comes the real work, drawing all the hundreds of scenes that will make up the series. Once the work is drawn, it is then scanned into a computer. On the computer, the animators can now add color, different backgrounds, and other things needed to make the scenes truly come alive. Once the scenes are drawn, Programmers then go to work putting them together with the sound so that they all fit well. Once the animator's work is all done, then the work is sent back to Miami to be approved by me before it's all said and done. So there you have it. It may seem simple enough, but putting together one of Ethan's parables takes time, dedication, and a lot of hard work from many people.